Assalamu alaikum. We all know the devastation caused by the flood in Pakistan in August 2010. The flood spread from the north to south, straight through the middle of Pakistan, taking with it homes, lives, and belongings. As a Pakistani myself, watching the news and seeing the horrendous situation in Pakistan, I was compelled to help in any way that I personally could. After being moved to tears by the scene of devastation in Pakistan, I decided that I would collect money from as many people as possible and travel to Pakistan and build homes from as many as I could. To do this, I contacted Wise, a small charity in Wycombe, and enlisted their assistance in organizing event and collection point. Within 6 weeks, I had managed to collect £44,000, and using my own personal fund, I traveled to Pakistan. As soon as I got to the first village in Muzaffargarh, I realized that the situation on the ground is much more worse than anything I had seen on the news. Many families having lost at least one member of the family. Children without parents, wives without husband, old and young, left utterly helpless. As much as I wanted to help each individual, it was clearly not going to be possible. My immediate task was to find those that were the worst affected. In categorizing them the most needed, I realized it was the farmer who not only lost their homes but lost their land, their livestock, and any hope of the future income. In order to distribute the money, I decided that everyone I help would get an equal amount of money based on the cost of the building a small property in the area. As such, in Pakistan, everyone I help was given 35,000 rupees and Swat 70,000 rupees. The first of the farmers come across was Muhammad Sarfraz, who, along with his house destroyed, his livestock are either dead or diseased, his land left barren, and all his belongings washed away, and with 5 mouths to feed, found himself in truly helpless state. In my 1 month stay in Pakistan, we had built homes for 15 people, while initiating further 110 to be built. To date, 140 houses has been built. I have, with the support from Wise and family, supplied assistance to people with not just housing but also with supplying of clothing, beddings, and medicine. When I started, I had not thought for a moment that I, along with the colleagues, would I have been able to achieve as much as I have done. But none of this would have been possible without the generosity of the local community in High Wycombe, and especially pleased me that while I collecting the fund for this task, I was helped by the all member of the community, white, black, rich, poor, Muslim and non-Muslim. But of course, what we have started is just a tip of the iceberg. There is still much more to do, many more people to help, and many more houses to build. This can only be done with the continued support from you. I myself committed myself to visit Pakistan regularly as my own expense to ensure that the money entrusted to me by you is not wasted, that every penny goes to help those less fortunate than ourselves. To also address what is sometimes felt by those given that somehow some of the money given will be used for their administration cost. Let me assure you, there is no administration or overhead that are being reclaimed from the money you give. Every penny raised goes towards helping the affected people of Pakistan.
20,000 rupees I gave it to him, and he promised he's gonna make the foundation in 5 days, and then also he's gonna get the blocks and build
Finally,
and then further we're gonna pay.
thank you for the help you have already given, and thank you for the help I am sure you will provide in the future. May Allah help all in need. Ameen.
صرخات الأيام وأنين تنامى حول قيد وأسير هزتني نسمات الليالي فتراءى ببالي طيف آلام مرير أبكتني صرخات الأيام وأنين تنامى حول قيد وأسير تكويني يحبب الليل المغير هزتني نسمات الليالي فتراءى ببالي طيف آلام مرير أبكتني صرخات الأيام وأنين تنامى حول قيد وأسباب للقدير هزتني نسمات الليالي فتراءى ببالي طيف آلام مرير أبكتني صرخات الأيام وأنين تنامى حول قيد وأسير من قلبي يا حبيبة قلبي